Okay, this is the problem. Y'all are losing your mind.
What's going on? We here.
Y'all losing your mind.
Salute to everybody. Get up in
there.
there.
Help you out.
Let's have this show. Oh man, it's crazy.
This show is for the immigrants. We paying attention to you.
He said they need to go to Mexico.
Okay.
If they proud of it.
We paying attention to you. This is the exact same reason why most black people don't want to help you.
Baby Chaz,
you're doing way too much and you're saying the wrong things. You're saying the wrong things.
Straight troll.
You're still saying the same shit that divides us. And we need to stop trying to be divided, right?
They don't know what they're talking about.
The problem we have is that, like I said before, y'all think you better than us.
What up, UBO?
Oh, we work hard. Y'all don't work hard. We stick together. Y'all don't stick together.
Some nigga named Old Man.
Well, to be honest with you, my Mexican brother, it don't seem like your people stick together either. Did you see how many people voted for Trump?
Section like a feminine broad.
Did you see how many men voted for President Trump?
This is his time of the month.
Compared to black men,
man, I know you might
do you see how many women voted for President Trump? Compared to black women? Black women was voting for Kamala Harris, brother.
My nigga.
For
I know you're bleeding right now.
To help all people.
It's that time of the month for you. I get it.
So when you sit here and say that,
shout out to everybody in the chat,
we
man.
ain't shit.
What's good with everybody?
You sit here and say that we ain't nothing.
See, I'm not one of these guys.
You wrong. Y'all wrong for that. And you need to get up off of that shit. You waving the Mexican flag in a country that you trying to stay in. You waving a Mexican flag in the country that you stay in. You're fighting, you're protesting to stay in this country, and you're waving the Mexican flag. Make that make sense. Because it don't make sense. That's the stupidest shit in the fucking world, bro. I couldn't go to Mexico right now. I couldn't go to Mexico. And any American in Mexico right now better be fucking careful that they don't say the wrong thing or they be wound up in the wrong place. I can pretty much guarantee you any American in Mexico right now better be scared as fuck. I can guarantee you that. I could pretty much tell you that right now. This is what's going on in California. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Any Mexican American out there protesting with these people should be ashamed. Because there's no reason why you should be here if you're sticking with those people. If you're sticking with the Mexicans who didn't do the work like you to become citizens, you should be ashamed of yourself. I have Mexican friends. I know you loyal to your heritage. But the truth is the truth. If you're a true American, you came from Mexico to come to America to find a better life. You did the work to become a Mexican American citizen. You didn't stay here 10, 12 years without getting your paperwork. You didn't stay here 10, 12 years and commit a crime. You did what was necessary to become American. Your parents came over here illegally and you became an American because of the slave trade, 1964, bro. You couldn't become a citizen unless we died for your right to become a citizen, bro. So for any of you Mexicans to sit out there, or anybody to sit out there and say that we ain't shit because we ain't sticking our neck out for y'all, when you ain't stuck your neck out for us, your boy John saying you built this country. You didn't build this country. You didn't make this country. You got hired for different reasons. You got hired for slave labor. The smart ones got hired based on the fact that they're Mexican. DEI. That's a fact. We're going to play this clip.
That getting my feelings based on what the trolls are saying, I just roast them. I take the time to barbecue them. You know, so it provides content at the same time. What it do, Scoop?
Can you hear that, Carla?
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Clark said, progesterone. Must be a full moon. Yeah, man. You know what it is, man. When you're cooking, when you're doing your thing, tap on in with us, man. Tap on in with us, man. It's that time, man. But you know I've been cooking on this subject, though, man. I've been barbecuing. You know what I mean? Got the barbecue grill out. And that's what we've been doing over here, man, with this subject. So, where y'all at, man? Get up in here. Let me see what's up, man. Just looking at what we got in the chat. You know, it's realer than rap. No cap. Red Supreme. Support the gang. You know? Donald Pookie Trump, man. What it do? What's up? Said Red, they caught another illegal trying to set fire this morning. Yeah. See, Mexicans, they're not making this situation no better. They're not helping their situation with this. Because you looking at all this and saying, well, why would we want them in our country? They're burning American flags. They're tearing up shit across the country. You know, they're waving Mexican flags on American soil, disrespecting the country, disrespecting everything that we fought for in America. I mean, it's just disrespectful to America. Why would America be welcoming to a group of people that got an alliance and pledged their allegiance to another country? So your loyalty is to Mexico. This situation right here is making people like, man, you know what? Y'all need to come get these people now. If America was ever tired of Mexicans, they're tired of them now. Don't nobody want to see all these Mexican flags in America. You're making these people want to get rid of you. This is not making America say, you know what, we need to keep these people in America. These are good citizens. These are honorable citizens. Your ancestors ain't built no damn America. You a damn lie. You a damn lie, Jose, Felipe. You didn't build nothing. It's funny when they say they built America but won't build Mexico. How you gonna build America? You got civil rights based on the black Americans, fool. You don't even know the history of this country. You're too stupid to understand that black Americans fought for the civil rights that you have today. but you're ignorant. You don't understand American history. Now, how you gonna say you built America but can't build Mexico? I'm asking you a serious question. Don't try to dodge the question. If you built America, how come you can't build Mexico? But you want to wave that flag here in America, but running away from the country of the flag that you got. Now let's make it make sense. I got a serious question for you, Felipe. If you built America, why does Mexico look the way that it looks? But he can't answer that, huh? I'm pretty sure he heard, and I don't want nobody blocking, nobody. We cooking today. Let him talk in the comments. I got questions. Hopefully he got answers. What have you built in America that wasn't already here? Did you know a black man created the traffic light that everybody uses across the world? Did you know that? Did you know that black Americans fought for the civil rights that you and your people have when you come to America? You probably didn't know that because you're ignorant when it comes to history. Now I'm gonna ask you again before I move on, Felipe. Let me ask you something, Felipe. How come y'all ain't build Mexico then? If you're such hard workers and great builders, Mexico would be a paradise. You wouldn't be running away from Mexico by the millions if you were such hard workers and great builders. Talking about what he did in America, but refused to build Mexico. Don't even want to live in Mexico, but you want to wave that flag in America. The audacity of these people. Waving the flag of a country that you don't want to live in. Waving the flag of a country that you ran the hell away from. Talking about built America but can't build Mexico. Man, come on, man. This is a joke, man. Oh, my God. Come on, man. No, listen, let me tell you something, Jose. You tell your people to stop shitting on America. America gives you the opportunities that you have. But you want to wave that Mexican flag in America and you don't want to live in Mexico. If I went to Mexico waving some American flag around, I would have problems. I would have problems if I did that shit over there. Stop doing bullshit in America that you know you can't do in Mexico. How about that? So every time you wave a Mexican flag in America, you're disrespecting the country. You're waving the flag of a foreign country, a failed nation, and Mexico ain't did nothing for you. Absolutely nothing. But you wave that flag in America, you wave it around on American soil. So if anybody's shitting on something, it is Mexicans shitting on America. America gave you the opportunities, not Mexico. So let's go. And that goes for any foreigners. The problem is this. You don't see Chinese immigrants raising hell, marching, waving China flags everywhere. They're humble. They're too busy working. Not labor jobs like shit. You know the type of jobs that Asians do. Some of them maybe have a labor job here and there, but they work in technology. They don't have time to be tearing up the country, marching, protesting so that they can. This is what you guys are doing. You're protesting because you don't want to obey the laws in America. You don't see the Africans out there protesting, waving African flags, demanding that they have citizenship while breaking the law at the same time. You don't see Asian immigrants doing that. You only see the Mexican immigrants running around being entitled, shutting down traffic, waving Mexican flags and damn near every city in America while begging for citizenship at the same time. Why don't you tell your people to get their act together? Why would anybody look at Mexicans and say, you know what? We definitely need these people in our country. These are the people that we need in America. It's the total opposite when they look at this bullshit that y'all doing. You're burning American flags and you're waving these flags on American soil. Everybody is fed up with you. Nobody wants to tolerate this disrespect from you guys. if you love Mexico so much, man, why don't you go back, live there, and build Mexico? That's a simple solution.
About 15 minutes ago, and you can see they're starting to move in to disperse the crowd. Now, they were making an announcement up from the helicopters a short while ago. We could not make out what they were saying, as you just saw someone threw something in the direction of the LAPD officers. But the police have been staging and getting ready to move in and are now doing so. But I got to tell you that a short while ago, if you had come out live to us, you would have actually seen people burning rubber.
Oh, I got some time today. He said, we're not stealing your jobs, we just work harder. No, you don't. You work for cheap labor, you don't work harder. Because if you was hard workers, Mexico would be a paradise.
This is the other problem I have. Why are you bringing us in your problems? The government is not coming after you because of black people. Why are you deflecting what is actually going on here? You mad as fuck is what it is. So instead of being mad at the government, you want to be mad at black people. Black people are not arresting your ass. Black people are not saying we should take your ass back to fucking Mexico. But now that you're talking shit, black people are saying you should go back to Mexico. You waving your flag in fucking in America. Now they talking about taking your ass back. They not on your side because you've been talking shit. You've been over here talking shit like we fighting against you. You forgot that if it wasn't for a black president, an African president, and Africans that came over here and helped you fight Spain, you wouldn't have been Mexico. You'd have still been Spain. Why y'all don't get that? Why all of a sudden the hate? Y'all been hating on black folks and Africans for the longest. And it took Africans to get your ass free from fucking Spain. But y'all don't know y'all history. You don't know your own fucking history, or you don't want to recognize your own fucking history. You don't want to recognize that you got 1-2% black blood in you because of the Africans that came over here to help you beat up Spain. Y'all just as black as us. You came over here and said you was white. You got fucked up with that. You ain't white. And you can tell that these motherfuckers don't consider your ass white. Y'all, man, y'all stupid. That's the stupid shit. And the ones that are smart, you ain't even teaching your motherfucking people the goddamn truth. You going along with the shit because you believe the shit ain't right. Why don't you teach them how to read? Why don't you teach them the history of America? Why don't you teach them that the fucking civil rights that you have was off the backs of blacks? The 1964 and the 1965 Act had nothing to do with Mexico. Your civil rights, homeboy, didn't come from fucking Mexico. They came from the backs of the ancestors of blacks. This shit is frustrating and it's stupid. Every time we argue, it sounds like we're racist. Every time you say something, you sound racist. You keep acting like we ain't trying to help you. 83% of black women voted for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris's policies was to help y'all. Even though ICE was picking you up just as many times as President Trump right now. Want me to tell you the difference between what the Biden administration is doing and the difference between President Trump? President Trump is talking shit. President Trump is knocking that shit off his goddamn shoulder. President Trump is telling you off the top instead of being like Biden and Kamala Harris, we not going to do this. But yet ICE is still picking y'all ass up at an alarming rate. Do your homework, God damn it. Quit blaming us like we done something to y'all motherfucking ass. We ain't done shit to y'all ass. We ain't done shit to y'all motherfucking ass. God damn. Y'all want to fight us? We ain't even done shit. We ain't said shit. We ain't stepping in that fight because we know for a fact that y'all always talking shit about us. We mad because you taking the jobs. Motherfucker, we don't care about your jobs. We work just as hard as you. Is it unfair that you guys get jobs that you ain't supposed to have? And when I say meaning you ain't supposed to have, you're not Americans. The Mexican brothers and sisters that did the work to become Americans, we're not mad at them. Because they're citizens. They're Americans. We don't look at them like we looking at you. God damn, man. Y'all secretly behind yourselves go to church. Y'all secretly in your groups, your pastors and preachers who's supposed to be Catholics and Christians. Y'all preach hate against black folks, and then we supposed to accept y'all motherfucking asses. We don't preach hate in the fucking churches, but y'all preach hate in the churches.
It's time that black Americans shut these lies down. If they were such hard workers, their country would be great.
There would be
no need there would be no need to flee to America by the millions. If they were hard workers, Mexico would be a paradise.
Answer that question.
There would be no reason to leave.
Answer that question. Why you leave then? If your country's so great, why don't you fix that up?
Let me say this again. You got people risking death to get out of Mexico. And he got the nerve to say that we're hard workers, but for some reason the hard-working people won't build a country they came from. But you take so much pride in the flag, but you won't build Mexico. So if you're such hard workers and great builders, it'd be a whole lot easier to build Mexico. If you're a hard worker like you claim to be. Just build Mexico. You ain't got to complain about America's laws if you love Mexico so much. Well, I'm not talking about you, Jose. If you in Mexico, then that's good. At least you're not being a hypocrite. I'm talking to people like Felipe, who want to wave Mexican flags, but he don't want to live there. I'm talking to hypocrites like him. Don't want to live in Mexico, but he want to take so much pride in a place that he don't want to live in. You're protesting because you don't want to follow the laws of America.
At this intersection, and the crowd has changed throughout the day. Earlier, there were lots of families here. There were people with children. We saw people also, elderly people with canes and so forth. And they've left, and the crowd is now much younger, and also, as I mentioned, doing things like burning rubber in the intersection, and the LAPD is now moving in to clear them. And we're going to get behind the skirmish line. They're moving in both directions.
You got some fool in the comments saying Mexicans don't risk their life. You know how many people died in the desert on the journey to get to America, to the trying to cross the U.S. border? You know how many Mexicans died in the Rio Grande River trying to get to Mexico? Trying to get to Texas from Mexico? I swear, man, you people are some of the dumbest idiots that I've seen in my life. You got some of the dumbest idiots that I've seen in my life in the comments. I've done videos on Mexicans dying trying to cross that border, you idiot. Maybe you need to do some homework and research.
In multiple directions here, trying to keep the crowds from joining together and forming one large group. I'm walking now. We're actually at Aliso Street and Main, and the dispersal orders for this intersection as Arcadia and Spring and Arcadia and Main as well. And I'm seeing fireworks being thrown over here in the direction of the police. And I seem to have lost. There's Frank.
Listen, homie, this is disrespectful to America. This is disrespectful, 100%. They're the only people marching and protesting. Show me the Chinese immigrants or the African immigrants that's running around waving flags because they don't want to abide by the law. They want America to bend to them. They want America to cater to their delusion. So of course America would listen. Hit the like button and support the show. Let's get you guys a tap on in. We cooking. Matter of fact, we barbecuing. We ain't just cooking, man. We over here barbecuing. We got the meat on the grill with barbecuing, Jack. And that's realer than rap. Now check this out. Check this out right here. Of course, the government is going to make Mexicans their main priority when it comes to deportation. You know why? Y'all the main people acting a fool in the streets. Y'all burning American flags, waving Mexican flags around. So if I was ICE or the government or law enforcement, I would make Mexicans my main priority when it comes to deportation. They're bringing fentanyl across the border. A lot of your child predators have came from south of the border. I've done several videos on them. Who killed Lincoln Riley? Somebody coming from south of the border. The majority of these sex predators who have unallied women, committed sexual assaults on women, the overwhelming majority of them are coming from south of that border. I've done several videos on it. And look at the problems you bring when you come here. So of course, if I was the government, I would make Mexicans my main priority when it comes to deportation. You don't see Chinese immigrants running around waving Chinese flags while burning American flags, acting a fool because they don't want to listen to the law. They don't want to abide by the rules. Nah, you don't see these Chinese immigrants doing that. Nah, you don't see these African immigrants doing that. You don't see these European immigrants doing that. It's the Mexicans showing their ass, telling America to kiss their ass while waving a Mexican flag in your face at the same time. So of course, America is going to make you their number one priority when it comes to deportation. It only makes sense.
We're going to walk across the street. You can hear what they're saying to leave. As you can hear, they're telling people to leave the area. Police, most people seem to be complying.
Bless the Cash App, man. We do Cash Apps over here. $red1803, $red1803. That's how we moving over here, baby. So support the show and let's get on with it. Hit the like button. Mexicans can't cry racism, homie. Look at the bullshit they doing. Causing a major disturbance. Being a nuisance to America. Waving Mexican flags all over America, but none of these people want to live in Mexico. The nerve of these folks. Waving a flag of a country that you don't want to live in. But you expect for America to give you citizenship. This is what happens when you cater to a bunch of entitled immigrants who are disrespectful to America.
We're going to cut this short because to me this is just stupid. This just don't make no sense. Y'all fighting against us and we ain't got shit to do with this fight. Not a goddamn thing. Okay? So I'm done with this. This a wasted argument. Y'all need to figure out who you want to fight. Okay? You don't fight the American people. Okay? You fight the American government. Okay? If you're not from here, your protest doesn't make any sense whatsoever. There's no other country in the world that's going to keep you in their country just because you say so. Learn the laws of this country, homeboy and homegirl, and then become a citizen, and then we're going to accept you and respect you for who you are. Other than that, that's 10-4. I'm out of this motherfucker.